Peace, what's up? Let's hear it from my man Ed. Let's hear it from this funny dude. You know, I like those, the baby crawled away shit. You know what I mean? I wish my fucking babies would have fucking crawled away. You know what I'm saying? I hate them. They're like the most despicable, you know. You got kids? Anybody who got kids besides me? Yeah! My man, there we go. We all the people that don't like to have safe sex.
Yeah, safe sex, motherfuckers.
Yeah, no, say no to safe sex. Say no to safe sex. Unless you want the crabs. Like, the crabs is probably like the best thing you can get and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember I caught crabs from a girl one time. You know, actually I caught crabs twice, but, you know, I caught crabs. And this girl, she gave me crabs, so I was like, I never had anything before, right? So I got a cousin. He had everything. Like, this motherfucker, he got burned by his girlfriend twice. She gave him gonorrhea once. Then, like, 2 weeks later, gave him syphilis. So when it came to the crabs, it was like, he knew his homework. So I like called him and shit. I'm like, yo, like I keep itching this shit. Like, what's going on? He's like, all right, don't even worry about it. You got crabs. I'm like, it's like, he was like, yo, when you get home from school, what we gonna do? We're gonna go to Rite Aid, get some A2000. So for everybody out there that do have crabs and didn't know what to do, go get some A2000. Because that shit works. So we in Rite Aid, right? So I'm like, yo, where's the A2000? So these two girls come in. And just as I'm looking for the A2000, he said, oh, I need some herpes medicine. I'm like, oh shit, I'm over here. I'm like, oh, I'm just here for the A2000. I just got crabs. That's all I have. I don't have what he has. Like, it's not going to happen. My girlfriend, well, my fiance now, she asked me if I ever had a venereal disease. I told her no, but she ain't asked about the crabs, so she'll never find out. We got 5 kids, and I hate all of them, right? Like I got like 6 of them and shit, but I got like 5. Like, I really don't like my kids. Like I beat my kids sometimes, and I just wake up, I just be like, what's the day? They be like, Monday. I was like, all right, go in my room, it's time to get your ass whipped. Like, for no reason. Like, black people, we know we get ass whipped. White people, y'all gotta sit on the steps, so, you know. So I'm like, one day I take my son out, my oldest son, I'm like, all right, yo, I want you to sit right here, don't move, don't come home. Then I'm leaving. When I get home, this motherfucker upstairs, I'm like, yo, what are you doing here? He was like, well, you left me. I said, yeah, but I also told you, stay there and don't get up and don't come home. So I gave him a beating for not following directions and disobeying orders. Because I just like to beat my kids. I got a 2-year-old, this motherfucker cock blocks like it ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he be cock blocked. I be like, yo. He be like, daddy. I'm only here with your mother for the night. Just be easy with that daddy shit. It's not going to be around forever. You know what I'm saying? One day. So, but no, he like to try to be like me and shit. He think he cool, but he really ain't. You know what I'm saying? He like really, all my kids are really dumb. My oldest son, like this motherfucker is so dumb. Like sometimes I just wish he was retarded, so that I could have a reason to like, yo, please excuse him. His mother took Oxycontin, was drinking, popping pills. That's why he's the way he is. So we can have a reason. You know what I'm saying? My 2-year-old, he likes to mimic me. And that's kind of cool, I guess. Like, if anybody needs some, like, self-esteem boosting and shit, like, have a motherfucker walk around saying what you saying and shit. But I hate the police, so, like, my favorite saying is, fuck the police. So whenever I see the police, I be like, fuck the police. If they drive down the street, I'm like, fuck the police. When they got a young brother, it was you. And you pulled over with their hands up your ass looking for crack. You know what I told them? Fuck the police. So my favorite saying is fuck the police. My 2-year-old, he like always limits me and shit, right? So one day I'm in Dunkin' Donuts where the police like to hang out. And this police officer walks in, she's like fine. I mean like Pam Grier fine back in the day. So I look at her, she look at me with locked eyes. I'm like, okay, this shit is on and popping. We start talking. She looks at my son, she's like, oh, you're such a beautiful little boy. He's like, fuck the police, fuck the police, fuck the police. I'm like, son, what are you doing? I'm trying to fuck the police. He's a no-brainer. But he's dumb. I told him, I said, he was like, daddy, daddy. I was like, no, check this out. So I gave him my cell phone. I was like, dial this number, 555-5554. So he dials the number and it comes like, the number you dialed is not in service. So he's like, my father's number is not in service. I was like, you a stupid motherfucker. Like, that's some movie shit. 555-555 coin. Learn to separate television from reality. Grow up. And move the fuck out my house. That's what you need to do. I lost my job. I was taking care of retarded people. So, you know, it was kind of fucked up. Well, it wasn't fucked up, but they said it was fucked up, but it wasn't fucked up. Like, I like to smoke weed, so everybody in here like to smoke weed. I know it's a couple people in here smoke weed besides myself. And if you don't smoke weed, well, you're just a person I wouldn't want to hang out with. Point blank. I like to smoke weed, right? So like one day I'm at work, and I'm like looking at the retarded dude, his named Steve, his sister, his named Jessica and shit. So I'm like looking at him, and I'm like rolling, I start smoking this shit. I'm like, damn, what would it be like if these motherfuckers smoked some weed? Would they be retarded still? Or would they get normal? So I'm like, damn, that's... So I decided to share it with him, right? So Steven's sitting there, this motherfucking guy, with his helmet and shit. I'm like, yo, here, hit this shit. He's like, no, with that. I'm like, yo, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. Hit this shit. So he hits it. And he looks at me. I'm like, oh, shit, this motherfucker about to have a seizure. Don't do it. And he says, this is the best shit I've ever had in my life. Like, what do you call this? And I'm like, oh, shit, like, this shit really works. I'm like, so give it to your sister, give it to her. So Jessica his says, wow, I see red and yellow. And at this time, Obama's like walking across the TV screen, right? So she's like, oh, he's such a handsome color. And I'm like, ain't that some shit? This bitch retarded and a racist. I ain't know you. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Jim Brown, that's one of my heroes. Like, I grew up off Jim Brown, Hall of Famer. Yeah, that's my man, see? I love Jim Brown. And he was a black exploitation hero. He's in the Hall of Fame. He could marry a white woman and kick her down the steps. I was like, that's the motherfucking man. When I grow up, I'm going to be like Jim Brown. I'm going to marry me a white woman and I'm going to kick her down the steps. Like, that's the thing to do. You know what I'm saying? I know like some of the older guys, like a little bit older than me, they miss the old days, niggas just walk in the house and slap the shit out their wife. Just be like, why you hit me? Today's Tuesday. Back in the day, white men was like real grumpy. Like on TV, they did not seem pleasant. They always seemed like they was angry and shit, like Archie Bunker. You know that motherfucker used to beat the shit out of Eve. He'd be like, Eve! And she'd be like, yes, Archie. Because you know what was coming next. That motherfucker left. He was going to dag the shit out of her. She did not. I love Archie Bunker though. I love Jack Johnson more. Because he ain't give a fuck. He married white women, chased white men across the world. He was like, look, I'm the champ. Drive through Alabama with a white woman in his car. That was during the time when black men had to walk. Yes, I won't do that no more, son. He was like, no, sir, it's not going to happen. One day he was driving through Alabama. A sheriff stopped him. He said, that's going to be a $50 fine, boy. He gave him $100 and said, keep the change, I'll be right back. I was like, that's the motherfucking man. Without him, we could not have O.J. Simpson. But he took this shit to another level. He was like, fuck it. Y'all want to beat him up, I'll kill him. Have a nice day. I know he did, like, believe it or not, I actually talked to O.J. Simpson, and he admitted to me that he did it. Like, we was on the park bench, no bullshit, smoking some weed. And Joe told me, I did. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah. All right. Then my bus came and I got on the bus and I left. And that was it. So he admitted that shit. But OJ is the most gangsterest motherfucker ever. Because for a nigga that could not walk, he could kick a motherfucking hotel room door in and get his shit back. If y'all ever heard them tapes, OJ was like, man, give me my shit! Give me my shit! He was like, I didn't know that he could do that. I just knew he could jump over a motherfucking old white lady like it wasn't shit. And she'd be like, oh, go, OJ. I done ran past some old white women and it wasn't no go. It was like, help! And I'm like, bitch, I'm just going past. I'm not trying to do anything. I don't want to hurt you. I'm very peaceful and calm. I'm not fighting the man as if you lose. No, because I did actually get in a fight with the owner of Jiffy Lube. That was some crazy shit. They broke my dipstick and wouldn't fix it. So I was like, oh. God fixed my dipstick, G. Otherwise, I can't check my oil. Everybody know what checking oil is, don't you? Checking oil, like you got a fucking car, you check your oil. Otherwise, did you? Fuck Jiffy Lube like the police. Now, you know what I seen the other day? Well, it was a couple weeks ago. It was like one of my dreams come true. I seen a midget. So when I seen the midget, I was like, hey, yo, midget, come here. So he like turned around. He was kind of like offended and shit. And I was like, yo. So I ran over to him. I was like, yo, for real, I want to make sure you're a midget. You got the big ass head, the short ass limbs, the long ass torso. You're a real midget, right? He was like, yeah, I'm a midget. I was like, cool. I was like, my name's Dawud. And like, I've always wanted to hang out with a midget. So whatever you want to do today, if it's free, let's hang out. Like, all right, then cool, man. He's like, I was actually going to a party. I was like, well, they gonna be midgets? He's like, everybody midgets. So I was like, oh shit, like, I felt like fucking Willy Wonka and shit. I was like, okay, be with the little people and shit. So we at this party, we having a good time. I look up, this is like a regular motherfucker there like me. I'm like, man, where is he going here? Like, this is just for, me and my midget there. So, but he ended up like smacking my little midget up, right? So I ain't like it, so I went over there and knocked him out. So my midget, he was drunk. He was like, oh, thanks, man. You the greatest. I was like, yeah, that's cool. He was like, yo, whenever you need me, man, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. I was like, cool. So I like scoop him up and shit, put him in my back pocket. So I'm like, we'll meet this chick. So we go back to her house, and we're about to do it. So I take my pants off, and she's like, look, and she's like, why did you bring a little man with you? So I'm like, looking, I'm like, my shit ain't little. She's like, no, the little man. So I like turn around, I'm like, oh shit, the midget crawling up my pants. I told you nigga I'd be there when you need me the most. I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here. This is not your party at all. I made an observation. Chinese people and retarded people look alike. They both got the slanted eyes, the twisted face, the big ass heads. Like, come on, y'all. Let's not do this. My Asian dude, where the Asian dude at? CJ? He's still here? Oh, he left. CJ was here. He ain't I don't even know why his name is CJ.